Dear viewers, in this video you will learn how fundamental analysis and technical analysis works, what is the difference between it, why stock price moves up or down based on fundamental analysis and technical analysis, which one is better for you, which one works best under which circumstances. I am Prasenjit, author of the best-selling book How to Avoid Loss and Earn Consistently in the Stock Market, and also actively investing in the stock market since 2010. So let's understand with an example. Suppose you are going to predict whether it will rain or not. You have two options. The first option is you can simply check the historical data and predict. Say for example that in your area in the last 10 years, every year on 1st June, your area received rainfall. So based on that data, you can simply predict, okay, as the last 10 years, this area received rainfall. So this time also this area will receive rainfall. That's the option 1. And the option 2 is you can check the wind pressure, the flow of wind, humidity level, cloud movement and all, and then you can predict whether it will rain or not. So that's exactly fundamental and technical analysis. Remember the first option, what you are doing, you are simply checking the historical data and predicting whether it will rain or not. Technical analysis exactly do the same thing. Technical analysis simply looks on the price, volume, action, all the past price data, and technical analysis predicts based on that. Again, let's clarify with an example, a very simple example. Suppose a stock price first moved from rupees 50 to 80 rupees, and then from 80 rupees it again comes to 50 to 53 kind of level. From 50 to 53 it again moves to 78 80 level. From 78 to 80 level it again comes to 50 rupees. Now at that time, while it comes to 50 rupees, a technical analysis will predict, as in the past twice the price jumped from the 50 rupees, so this time also the price will move up from 50 rupees, so one can buy at 50 rupees. That 50 rupees is often called the support level. So as twice in the past the price moved up from 50 rupees, you can buy at 50 rupees. Similarly, if the price again moves up to 80 rupees, then again technical analysis will suggest, okay, twice in the past the price falls down from the 80 rupees, so this time also the price will fall from 80 rupees, so you can sell the stock at 80 rupees. That is the simplest way, that is the simplest explanation of technical analysis. The limitation of technical analysis is it ignores all the result, news, economic indicators or on, because the assumption is everything is reflected in the price. A technical analyst will say, okay, a company might publish good result or the economic indicators are very good, so then these data are reflected on the stock price, and based on the price movement the analysis works. Now what is the fundamental analysis? Well, fundamental analysis checks the balance sheet, profit and loss statement, economic indicators, and then predicts whether the stock price will move up or down. Let's again take an example. Say for example a company which is posting very good profit, a strong balance sheet in the last many years, and the company is expected to grow 20 to 25% over the next few years. Based on these data, so fundamental analyst will compute what are the expected profit over the next few years, what are the expected EPS, and based on that expected profit, expected EPS, they predict, okay, what's the stock price that can come, and if the stock price is much higher than the current stock price, then a fundamental analyst can say, okay, one can buy a stock. So the limitation is fundamental analysis can't capture the sentiment of the market. As I am telling that the technical analysis captures the price movement and sentiment captures in the price movement. So a fundamental analyst can't capture the sentiment of the market, what the maximum market participants are thinking. Rather, it's simply based on the balance sheet, profit and loss statement, economic indicator, macro and micro factors predict the stock price movement. Now let's have a look what's the limitation of only following technical analysis. First thing is, even if you look at the worst quality stocks, maybe Suzlon, Reliance Infra, Reliance Power, even the worst quality stocks, those are falling since the last 5 to 10 years, they also sometimes provide bullish signal or buy signal in technical chart. The second issue is this technical analysis won't work on the micro cap low volume stocks. If the volume of the stock is low, if the stock is listed in only BSE or the micro cap small cap companies, those are not enough traded, the trading volume is not enough, on those cases also technical analysis won't work. The third most important thing is, only from technical analysis you can't know whether a stock price movement is based on operator or not. Say for example, as I am providing that, okay, the stock price moves up from 50 rupees to 80 rupees. Only from technical analysis you can't understand whether operators are behind this movement or there are genuine fundamental reason. If there are operators movement, the operators, in the stock market, many operators multiple times, many people moves up the stock price so that multiple retail investors jumps in and then the stock price crash. So if you are not aware about the fundamentals, you will also notice that many poor quality stocks suddenly moves up by double, triple, and then eventually it keeps falling over the next 3 to 4 years. So that's a very big limitation of following only technical analysis. Now, what's the limitation of following only fundamental analysis? Suppose you are following only fundamental analysis. On that time, what happens? Sometimes the timing, the buy sell timing may not become correct. Let's say I'm providing you an example. Say ITC, a very popular well-known stocks, right? So ITC, if you follow the price action or the performance since 2018, 19, 20, so all these years 18, 19 and 20, the fundamental improved, ITC, the business improved, but over all this period the stock price didn't perform. So a person, an investor, those who invested in ITC back in 2018 or 19, maybe at stock price 200, then the stock price again drops to 180, then 160. In all those times the fundamentals didn't alter, so the price kept falling and the investor might invest it in 200 or 220 or whatever be the level. Now in 2021 recent times the price is started moving up. Now the price is around 230 or 240 kind of level. So what my point is, based on only fundamental analysis, if you invest in particular stock, it might happen after your investment for a prolonged period, 6 months or 1 year, the stock price may not move altogether, the stock price might consolidate, but eventually if your fundamental analysis is correct, eventually over 2, 3 or 4 years period, eventually the stock price moves up or eventually you will end up with the positive return. But that's not with the technical analysis. Only based on the technical analysis, if you invest on a particular stock and later it proves that that's an operator driven movement or that's a very fundamentally poor quality stock, then the stock price keeps falling, you must have to book loss based on the stop loss. Even if you may not, even if you won't book loss, the stock price might keep falling and keep falling. So what about if we combine the fundamental and technical analysis? That's actually a great solution. In fact, maximum successful traders that I know or across the world, whatever the maximum successful traders or investors you will find, they actually combine fundamental analysis and technical analysis. You can check a fundamental strength of a company, and once it passes the fundamental filters, then you can apply technical analysis. Personally, I also do very basic technicals, but only if the stock is fundamentally strong. If I find a very fundamentally sound stock, balance sheet is super, profit and loss statement is great, the economic indicators are on the favor, the company is expected to report very good growth numbers over the next 2 to 3 years, on such situation, or simply if all the fundamentals criteria match, then I do very basic technical analysis just to time entry or just to time the exit. So personally I recommend that you should also first focus on the fundamental strength of a company, because without fundamental strength, if you don't know anything about fundamentals, if you solely based on the technicals, if you enter a stock, there is a high probability that the stop loss might hit, and not only that, even if you don't act on the stop loss, the stock price might crash for the next multiple years. So the best solution, learn fundamental analysis first. That's why I'll also recommend that you can visit my website www.prasenjitpaul.com. there you will find a video tutorial series on fundamental analysis, where in very easy to understand language I have mentioned a complete framework of fundamental analysis. You will also receive a pre-formatted Excel sheet. Using that, you can judge the fundamental of strength of any company within just 5 to 10 minutes. Again, I am not recommending just because I have prepared the course. I am recommending you because maximum participants shared positive review on the course. All of them agreed that that's an easy to understand and very compact solution to learn fundamental analysis. After learning fundamental analysis, if you figured out 10 or 20 fundamentally strong quality stocks, then you can apply technical analysis on those stocks to time your entry. If you want to involve only in intraday trading, buying and selling on the same day, then you can stick with only technical analysis. But even if you want to involve in positional trades like buying today to sell within next 15 days, 1 month, 3 months, or if you want to become a long-term investors, buying today to hold the stock for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years or 5 years, whatever, learn fundamental analysis first. After learning fundamental analysis, after selecting quality fundamentally strong stocks, then apply technical technicals on those stocks, you won't be disappointed. Now put your comment which one you like, fundamental analysis or technical analysis, which works best for you. If you like the video, make sure to click on the like button and share it with your friends or social media. If you want to receive my upcoming videos, make sure to press on the subscribe button and the bell icon after that. That's it from my end as of today. Stay tuned for another insightful video on the upcoming days. Happy investing.